The white peacock, scientifically known as Pavo cristatus, belongs to the family Phasianidae, which includes other species of peafowl. Native to the Indian subcontinent, specifically to the Indian peacock, these birds are not a separate species but rather a color morph of the Indian peafowl. Physical appearance. White peacocks, like their more commonly known counterparts, the Indian peafowls, are large birds characterized by their distinctive plumage and elongated upper tail feathers or train. Unlike the vibrant blue and green plumage of the male Indian peafowl, the male white peacock displays pure white feathers with occasional hints of cream or light gray. Their train features the same iridescent eyes as the blue peafowl but stands out more prominently against the white background. Female white peafowls, known as peahens, are generally smaller and lack the elaborate plumage of the males, exhibiting a more subdued coloration with a mixture of brown, gray, and white feathers. Genetics. The white coloration of white peacocks is the result of a genetic mutation known as leucism. Leucism is a condition characterized by the partial loss of pigmentation in an animal's feathers, skin, or fur, resulting in white or pale coloration. Unlike albinism, which involves a complete absence of pigment, animals with leucism retain normal eye color. In the case of white peafowls, the leucistic gene affects the production of melanin, the pigment responsible for producing colors in feathers. This genetic mutation gives rise to the striking all-white plumage observed in white peacocks. Variability in coloration. While white peacocks are predominantly white in color, they may exhibit slight variations in their plumage, including subtle hints of cream, gray, or faint patterns. These variations can add depth and texture to their appearance, enhancing their overall beauty and allure. Additionally, some white peacocks may display iridescent or metallic hues in certain lighting conditions, particularly on their facial feathers and neck region. Habitat and distribution. White peafowls inhabit a variety of habitats, including woodland, grassland, and cultivated areas. They are commonly found in regions with access to water sources such as rivers, lakes, and marshes. Their distribution is primarily concentrated in the Indian subcontinent, particularly in India, where they are native. However, due to their popularity as ornamental birds, they have been introduced to various parts of the world, including North America, Europe, and Australia. Behavior. White peacocks, like other peafowl species, are diurnal birds, meaning they are active during the day. They are typically social birds, forming small groups known as parties or musters. During the breeding season, male white peafowls display their extravagant plumage in elaborate courtship displays to attract mates. These displays often involve the male spreading his tail feathers into a fan and vibrating them while emitting a distinctive call. Outside of the breeding season, white peafowls may form larger flocks for foraging and protection. Diet. White peafowls are omnivorous birds with a varied diet that includes seeds, grains, fruits, insects, small reptiles, and occasionally small mammals. They are opportunistic feeders and will adapt their diet based on seasonal availability and local food sources. In captivity, they may also consume commercial bird feed and supplements to meet their nutritional requirements. Breeding and nesting. Breeding season for white peafowls typically occurs during the spring and summer months. Male peafowls attract females through elaborate courtship displays, as mentioned earlier. Once a female has been courted successfully, she will select a suitable nesting site, often concealed within dense vegetation or under bushes. The female constructs a shallow nest using twigs, leaves, and other plant materials. She lays a clutch of eggs, usually between 4 to 6, and incubates them for approximately 4 weeks. After hatching, the chicks, known as pea-chicks, are precocial, meaning they are relatively independent and capable of feeding themselves shortly after birth. Conservation status. As a color morph of the Indian peafowl, white peafowls do not have a separate conservation status. The Indian peafowl, however, is classified as least concern on the IUCN Red List of threatened species. While the species faces threats such as habitat loss, poaching, and predation, its wide distribution and adaptable nature have contributed to its overall stability. Conservation efforts aimed at protecting the habitats of Indian peafowls benefit white peafowls as well. Popularity as ornamental birds. White peacocks are highly sought after for their aesthetic appeal and ornamental value. Their pristine white plumage and graceful demeanor make them popular attractions in zoos, botanical gardens, and private estates. In addition to their beauty, white peacocks are often considered symbols of luxury, elegance, and sophistication, making them desirable additions to ornamental landscapes and events such as weddings and special occasions. Symbolism and mythology. In addition to their cultural significance in Hindu mythology, white peacocks have been revered and symbolized in various cultures and traditions worldwide. In Christianity, the peacock is associated with immortality and resurrection due to its supposed ability to molt and regenerate its feathers. In Greek and Roman mythology, the peacock is associated with the goddess Hera, Juno, who was believed to have adorned her chariot with peacock feathers as a symbol of her divine power and protection. The intricate eyes on the peacock's train have also been interpreted as symbols of wisdom, knowledge, and foresight in different cultures. Due to their popularity and cultural significance, white peacocks are often bred in captivity to meet demand for ornamental birds. While captive breeding programs can help conserve genetic diversity and prevent the exploitation of wild populations, it is essential to ensure responsible breeding practices and proper care to safeguard the health and welfare of these birds. Conservation efforts focused on habitat preservation and sustainable management are also critical for maintaining healthy populations of white peacocks and their wild counterparts. Overall, white peacocks continue to enchant and inspire people with their exquisite beauty, cultural significance, and timeless elegance. Whether observed in the wild or admired in captivity, these majestic birds leave a lasting impression on all who encounter them. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more related contents about nature.